is nicely organized, and that's also very important to me. I feel relaxed when I sit down on my chair or my couch or go on my kitchen island and have my cup of tea. I feel very relaxed, and I feel under control, that I have control, not the clutter. If I haven't had time to clean my office, and sometimes that happens, paper really pile up, and they shouldn't pile up, and I will explain to you why they shouldn't pile up and how to keep control of them. I feel overwhelmed. I go in this office and I don't know where to start. It takes me so much longer to get control and get back where I started. So clutter can really confuse us, and so cleaning out living areas can be very easy. If you could start putting a big basket right by your stairs, and at night, after dinner, ask your children to pick everything up what doesn't belong in your living area. Ask them to put it in that basket. And after that whole week, you could, if it hasn't filled up, create this little party and say, come on, let's get started. Here's our basket for the week, and let's put those things away where they belong. Toys in the toy cupboard shelves, whatever you have. Books in the shelf, or the missing sock. There is this one missing sock, and we have so many of them. Belongs in the laundry room. There is this one flip-flop, belongs back to the shelf. Little things, and I'm sure that sounds very familiar. For you, if you don't have children, this basket might be handy just for the mail. But what I really would like to recommend is, if you have mail coming in, and we all get a lot of junk mail, I highly recommend if you don't look for coupons or for rebates, take it and put it right in your garbage bin. And don't wait, and don't tell yourself you're going to do it in 2 days or 3 days. That won't happen. Newspaper. If the newspaper is read, it can go right in the garbage. Same thing with junk mail. Credit card applications. Now they're starting to come in again. There was a time last year where I haven't gotten any really, but it seems like banks feel more comfortable, so now they're throwing all those credit cards applications back to you. So put them right in the garbage, but actually with credit card application, I want to take that back, you need to shred those first. And it becomes very handy to have a little shredder, even in the kitchen, in one of your kitchen corners, or right under your desk. And the mail comes in, and the mail goes right in that shredder. And if it's in your shredder, it's gone, and it's safely discharged. If you do those few things, and that's just maintaining, you will notice that you are not adding clutter to your clutter. And that will help you to get a habit, be in this habit of maintaining your home. I would like to talk now a little bit about how to declutter your space. We now understand why it is important to declutter your space and to keep your mind organized. We all have a lot of stuff in our attic. We gather stuff in our basements. One of the best hiding places are closets. And I know Elaine, and Elaine is one of my students from the leisure service, and we talked a lot about closets. What I usually do is, because we all have so many projects, I asked you to divide up your projects into little pieces. So Elaine, for example, picked a closet. I don't remember what I picked. Maybe I picked a shelf. It's funny, I don't even remember. But so every student, including me as a teacher, we picked just one project. And then a week later, we gave a report. So we all felt committed to each other, and we worked on our projects. And I would like you also to pick just one corner in your house what bothers you the most. If it's your closet, pick a closet. Don't pick 4 closets. If you say it's a closet in our master bedroom, I really would like to get them more organized. Pick that room, but then you divide up your projects. You're going to start with one of the closets, not with 2, not with 3. And don't work more than 15 to 30 minutes, because what's happened is the quality will definitely suffer. There's this quantity and the quality issue. Schedule your decluttering time. Schedule it just like you need to schedule your exercise time in the morning. If you don't schedule your exercise time, the time for you, it won't get done. If you don't schedule your appointment, your doctor appointment, will never happen. So you need to schedule your decluttering, your projects, just like it. Just like a doctor's appointment, just like the appointment with the teacher. But don't exceed the 30 minutes. If you have energy and you're working there up for an hour, it's fine. Don't go any farther, because your quality will suffer. It is very important to have two things with you. One of them is a black garbage bag and a box. And you may want to use a labeler too. And again, I ask Elaine, because I know she worked on her closet, and her closet looked fabulous. Elaine, how did you get started with your closet? Because you knew you had only this 1 week, right?
That's true. And I think, just to reiterate what you said, when you look at the clutter, it can be so overwhelming.
Yes.
And if you're looking at it as an entire project to do, you're sometimes going to feel so overwhelmed by it, it won't get done. But breaking it into small pieces and doing a little at a time and sticking with one project till you complete it before moving on to another really helps. And you know, if you start with a closet and you do the shelves first, or in my particular case with a closet I had, as we all tend to do, if you put it in the closet, you don't see it, you forget about it. And I just started taking things out and really evaluating, do I need this? And realizing if I haven't touched it in 6 months or more, I really don't need it.
Right.
The black bags are excellent because once it goes into that bag, you can't see it, and you really do forget about it. And so I just slowly went shelf by shelf, evaluated what I really wanted to keep, what I didn't need, emptied it, and threw the bag that was trash in the trash, and anything recyclable in the recycle bin.
That's great. So you really divided up even your closet.
Even my closet.
Right. And that is the right thing to do. Because remember, you don't want to exceed the 15 minutes or the 30 minutes. And I brought some items, and I want to show you those items. And they're really simple. This one, I think I got it at IKEA. It's really clumsy. It's perfect for a shelf. It's also perfect for a desk. I use it actually on my son's desk because he has a lot of little things he uses to play with. So I just dump it all in there, and then if he needs it, he picks it out. But instead of having it laying around, it's always in there, it's always on his desk, and he knows exactly what it is and what's in there. This is a part of our little medical and cleaning supply closet. Little basket, but what fits in there, the blood pressure measure, it's perfect. So instead of just having it laying on my shelf, it's in this little box. If you need it, we take it out, and that's it. Very easy to use, and your closet, your shelves will look so much nicer and so organized and not cluttered. Remember, you don't have that stress of looking for things, because if your house is cluttered, your mind is cluttered, and you're adding so much more stress to your life. This little basket is perfect too for any shelves. I use it for the office, and I have all my little wires in there. Here for the phone to charge, it all charges, my little iPod for running. It's all in there, and I know where it is, I know where to look for. I purchased also a labeler, so you get it at Staples, and you can create those little labels, and that's helpful for children because you can glue your little label right on the basket. Over here, this is very nice for your desks. You can use it for a desk, you can use it even on a dresser if you like to read at night, magazines, which I usually like to do too. Put them in there. Don't keep your magazines. Don't keep more than 3 or 4 magazines in your house. Something we will discuss next time, but I know that's another big issue. More than 5 old newspapers, it's already too much. More than 5 magazines, it's already too much. Okay, give them away. The town picks them up. Those are very helpful too. I use them for my office. I have them in my children's room. I have them on the desk for the children for extra credits, for extra projects, or for my real estate work. It's all in there. And it's labeled. I know exactly what's in there, so I just pick it out. I have another one for phone numbers, which is very helpful for my husband, because sometimes he says...
I actually put one of those by my bedside for my magazines and my books, so it's nice and organized.
Oh, that is a very good idea too. And it doesn't take too much space.
No.
This takes more space away. Very good for your night desk. Yeah, great idea. So there are a lot of options, and those are not expensive. You can buy them for very little money, but they will give you so much more peace in mind. What else do we have? Your drawers. Another very good advice. You can buy those everywhere, in every little store, Target, it's actually a big store, in Walmart too. They're perfect for the drawer. I used to have opened my drawer and everything was just laying in there.